Hello, my loves. So I feel like today's message is for a specific area of the collective, and it may not resonate with everybody, but if this is on your For You page, there's a possibility that this reading is meant for you. I was getting like a lot of messages throughout the day, different signs, and so the way I get my signs a lot of the time is through like angel numbers wherever they pop up. Music is very heavy for me, and I feel like I was having multiple songs that were standing out to me today, but they were all in different varieties of music. So if you have like an eclectic sense of music taste, that might be something that stands out. Bats, I would say, are something that is very prominent as a sign, symbol, whatever. The numbers 3113, 999, and 143 are also in there. The songs that were standing out to me today were The Apparition by Sleep Token, Miss Independent by Chris Brown, and Lost in Paradise by Common Kings. And the thing that all those songs kind of have in common is you doing your own thing. But with The Apparition and Miss Independent, I feel like those are somebody looking at you from afar, somebody like basking in like who you are as a person. Like you're glowing and you are, off doing your own thing. So it's not even necessarily like you're noticing that somebody is admiring you from afar. It gives kind of oblivious divine feminine vibes. And I think it's because Queen of Wands. I think it's because you may for a really long time have been focused on love or focused on like a certain person coming into your life, and the more you focus on something and the more you like desire it and need it, it does the opposite. It like deters it away from you. So I feel like you may have stepped into a chapter where you're like, it's gonna happen when it happens. I don't need to know how it's gonna happen. Like you may have been super nervous for the longest time to surrender to the divine, and now you're finally in this area where you're like, I have other things to focus on, so now that thing is coming into your life. Look at this. The Queen and the King of Wands. Okay. What else? The other thing, no. Owls also might be something that's significant. 5 of Pentacles. I've been seeing like a lot of, like the reason I said bats is because when I drive home at night, I always think I'm seeing bats, but they're not bats, they're owls. But like it almost always, like when I see it like in like my headlights and stuff like that and it's flying over, it always like, I'm like, that's a bat. And I'm like, nah, there's no way that's a bat. I mean, it could be, but I highly doubt it. Ace of Cups. I'm going to look into the Strength and the King of Swords card and see if there's any like added message to this. But give me a second to look at all the cards and see what kind of message I'm getting for today. Okay, so I did want to read like the first two cards the definitions for them, because I feel like it's very important for you to get an idea of like whatever comes to you hearing this, but I will also like read on with the cards. So the Queen of Wands, it says, a dark woman or a country woman, friendly, chaste, loving, honorable. If the card beside her signifies a man, she is well disposed towards him. If a woman, she is interested in the current. Also, love of money. And the card next to it was the King of Wands. The King of Wands reads, dark man, friendly, countryman, generally married, honest, and conscientious. I might not be saying that word right, but that's fine. Anyways, the message that I'm getting with these cards is I feel like you have a different attitude towards divine masculine union. This may not necessarily be like woman, man, or whatever, but you've changed your attitude about how you view this union and how it comes to fruition. And I think that that has changed up the vibe with this coming together in a good way. And I do see with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like the divine masculine might be struggling a little bit. He may be intimidated to come forward, which is why I see him like viewing from afar or thinking about you without coming forward. The Ace of Cups, I do see there's a new beginning in like full true of heart. You are who you are who you are, they are who they are. And I think that that really helps with like creating an honest bond whenever that may come to be. And I do see that like what I think the divine masculine is not only intimidated about, but also finds attractive is your strength and your power. But I think that the thing that he may be nervous about, or this divine masculine may be nervous about, is stepping into their own power. Like they see that you've stepped into your power and they're like, I don't know if I can match that. So it's, I'd say with like the symbol of bats, like they may have to step out of their comfort zone and surrender to the divine the way that you've surrendered to the divine, to know that they, like, the universe has your back to move forward, to not be nervous about what you can't predict. I'm gonna try and pull a confession card, see if there's anything there. The other message I'm getting, which I really hope I can do this all in time because time is running out, so I'm gonna have to start talking faster. I got a message a long time ago, and it basically had said that the reason you haven't come to divine union with like the person that you're meant to be with is because when it comes to be like, you have to be your true authentic self, and when that comes to be for them, it's basically like they're going to be looking at the Grim Reaper, because they're going to have to face a death within themselves to step into whoever it is that they truly need to be. And I think that on a certain level, you both had to step into a new type of you, because if you didn't, the divine union wouldn't happen. So just give it patience, give it time. Ooh, let's hope I can pull a card before the time. Lots of cards. Okay. Divine timing. We are on the journey and the divine dance on the soul plane. It will manifest into the physical world in perfect divine timing. All we have to do is trust and have faith that all will work out beautifully. Intensity. Our connection is so intense that sometimes it scares me. My feelings for you overwhelm me sometimes. Please reassure me by taking things slowly and patiently. This will help me feel comfortable in the changes that are happening. mission. Together we are an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together, and I am determined